humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you big. Lock the door.
Professor Melly May on the Dahoodpostman. Who I'm with today?
Bully Capone from the Avalon, man.
Bully Capone from the Avalon, man. Talk to me, Bull. Bull, first and foremost, how did you get the name Bull? Let's get
From a baby. From a baby. 13 pounds, 4 ounces.
And you carried it all the way to present day.
Present day, man. Family members don't even know my real government. They always call me Bull from a baby, not no street name. I did have a street name though years ago. With everybody coming up in there, everybody throwing their monikers out there, ran up under the name Crazy BT for a minute. Those was my initials, but that didn't work for me. Nobody never stopped calling me Bull, so I was like, shit, ain't no sense in trying to get no new name, trying to be like everybody else. Just gonna keep what my folks did already gave me.
So it'd be fair to say that your childhood name became your neighborhood name as well.
Pretty much, man.
And what year did you become Avalon?
I come along in 76, 77. We started stomping pretty tough. First and foremost, Melly Mel, this is a pleasure, man. You taking the time out to talk to me, man. Just
I appreciate you too, boy.
I respect you, man. I respect that Compton thing, man. I respect everybody, man. But what you doing, man, and a lot of your dialogue that you put down, man, I respect it. Got a lot of good friends in Compton, man. Got a lot of respect for the Compton dudes, man. Bloods and Crips, you know what I'm saying? And appreciate you, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, at this moment, can you give me a consequential moment from your perspective, from your history, when you was growing up, that today that you could give to these kids to understand where you came from and where you are today? And if you need me to explain it a little bit more so you get a grasp of what I'm trying to ask.
No, where we came from, we came from a line of respect. I've always respected everybody. Though the name don't say it like that, and some people may think different, but it was always respect. I'll elaborate on some a little later, but respect meant everything. The people we came through us, that was before us, we respected them guys too. I'm not saying that we actually knew them at that time like that, but we knew who they were, who they was, and what they was doing and what they was about, and we respected that. Even to the point to where I seen some dudes coming when I was coming up around here. Was shit, dudes like me was crossing the street and letting them have a safe passage through. Go down the street how they wanted to go through, because I wasn't trying to challenge no goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it was. It was what it was. It was dudes. They was no nonsense. They were straightforward guys, and you didn't want to be on the wrong side of the envelope with them guys. So I gave them their respect, and that's what we all grew up with, respect. We respected people. We respected other people. We respected other people from other sets. You know what I'm saying? We respected other members. Other people from different sets. You know what I'm saying? And that took us about as far as even today. We stand on that respect. You know.
During that time, how did gangs provide a sense of belonging? How did they make themselves known, but at the same time, because you're talking about respect, right? So how was that respect settled? Was it a verbal, or was it something that you just knew?
Well, it was definitely a hands-on thing. It was you seen it. You seen it, and we followed it well because you knew that guy in your neighborhood. You knew those guys in your neighborhood, and we seen them go at it. And it wasn't more of a talk thing. It was a demand thing. They demanded respect. They demanded respect from everybody. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't selling for nothing less. You know what I'm saying? And you had the Baby J's around here. You had the Mad Dogs. You know, you had the Baby Fats. You know, you know, them was Avalon guys. You know what I'm saying? And Avalon guys. And
was they okay? Those were names and not cliques. I was thinking it was cliques. Those were names.
Those was the guys. Big Herb, Donald Kelly. He brought that thing down here, you know. But in turn it on to Baby J, you know. So I mean, these dudes, like I said, we became the norm. I played football up here for Fats, you know. But all these guys, they was here on a daily. This park, man, it in those time in the 70s like that, it was 500-600 blacks laid around here, looked like rocks on the ground. It was all black people, all black, you know, the 51st, all that up there was full of blacks, man. Cars, them bomb cars and all that shit riding through here on a daily, man. It was all black around here. So you know, I be telling these dudes nowadays, man, the worst thing today's people could have did was get into it with a family back then. And I come from a family of shit. I had 9 brothers. But we wasn't trying. 3 of my brothers were from businessmen, but we wasn't quick to get into it with no goddamn body as youngsters, you know what I'm saying? Because it was trouble. You know, you'd have to answer to that shit around here. If you was out of line, whether your family was going to answer to you, they was definitely going to answer to your ass. So it wasn't no getting away from nothing.
How many of your brothers was Avalons?
4 of us.
4 of us.
I got the one of my brothers is original. He was one of the founders of 5/8 Bumper Jack. Of him and Bird and some more of my other cousins, they started 5/8 Bumper Jacks. And a lot of people don't want to give Bumper Jacks their credit, but Bumper Jacks come along in 75. They come along in 75, and they was formidable down here. All of the Bumper Jacks is 5 trades now. If we was neck and neck, we ran together. A lot of people that want to diss nowadays because they don't know them. All them dudes was formidable. Insane Mo was a Bumper Jack. Grump was a Bumper Jack. Al Capone was a Bumper Jack. Big Bird was a Bumper Jack. The original Big Nose, my brother, was a Bumper Jack. Big Warlock was a Bumper Jack. All these dudes was Bumper Jacks. These dudes that became 5 trades because of us. We was all family. Mean Green was a Bumper Jack. You know, Johnny Green, he was a Bumper Jack. Red was a Bumper Jack. Earl was a Bumper Jack. All them dudes.
How did they get the name Bumper Jack?
They started that shit on 51st and Woodlawn. On 51st and Woodlawn, that was one of my older brothers who started that. The original Big Nose. The other Big Nose is one of my other brothers that was a 5 trade Avalon that came up with me, and so all of these dudes, man, that was from Woodlawn had became 5 trades with us. Yeah.
What challenges did the 5 trade face, being that this was originally businessman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're legend Bumper Jacks. What challenges did 5 trade face establishing 5 trade amongst other brothers?
Well, that was started before me, but I do know some history on that. Now, one story that I do have, we was younger, and a lot of the Avalon dudes, they used to play football up here all the time. a lot of Avalon dudes actually rushed the bumper jacks. They rushed them. They rushed my brother. Shit, every last one of them got whooped. Just about. We the only ones didn't get whooped because we was younger. But they whooped all of them. Them Avalon whooped all of them right out there on that motherfucking field in South Park over there. They was over there playing football, and some G Avalon niggas walked up. Shit, it was Fast, Brownie, all them niggas, and shit. They took about 30 of them niggas. They took off on my brother and them. Whooped all of them. Shit, they were fighting, but they couldn't win. They whooped all of them niggas. Niggas got back to 51st and Woodline. Them niggas were words for wear. You know what I'm saying? Shit tore all off of them, swole up a little taste, you know what I'm saying? And shit, that's what it was. This was Avalon shit, man.
Big Physical and Wolf at the same table, man, and they gave some pretty good, interesting history as far as the how the following of, you know, like how they got the BGs, the OGs, but they call it the unborn.
The business man was unborn.
Okay.
Business man had unborns in there. There's a couple of them over there right now. Some unborns that's over there right now. But to that, Wolf birthday, Marvin. Wolf birthday September 29th. We come off the same block. Wolf getting ready to be 70 years old. Wolf getting ready to be 70. Wolf was one of the oldest fire trades. He's not the oldest. The oldest fire trade is Boss Hog, Big Mike. His birthday is in February. The oldest after him is BB and Sleepy. And then after them is Wolf. Those were the oldest fire trade. But Zoom started fire trade. Big Zoom Carl Lee, he started fire trade.
How do you define loyalty and trust?
Well, with us, my car, the car I grew up in, our loyalty came from being young kids around here. A lot of people didn't believe it. Right there in that auditorium over there in that gym, where you every hood have them, man. You got dudes who can't go home. They get in trouble in the streets, and their parents kind of like trip on them a little bit. When we had that around here, South Park was like the projects. It was always a close-knit group of guys that ran together. So when we had that kind of friction with somebody couldn't go home to their family, like my dad was cool. You can hang out at my house for about 3 days. About 3 days, that was it. My dad getting ready to say something. You know what I'm saying? That boy need to go home, boy. You know what I'm saying? He getting ready to say something. After that, we up in the park, but all the homies that was in our generation, we wasn't gonna never leave him, and we'll break in that auditorium over there, and we'll pull them curtains down, make cover, make us some pallets, and we'll sleep in that auditorium with him for long as we had to sleep in there with him. And it was a couple of homies that we had to do that for, and we hang out with them, but we never left them. And the homie Tick used to always say, "Bull, man, you think about it, man." He said, "Man, how we was back then, man, and the loyalty and the love that we have for each other." He said, "Man, a funeral would have devastated us, man. We wouldn't have took that well, you know what I'm saying? Because we were so close, you know what I'm saying? When the first generation of fire trade started getting older and splitting off in a sense, then came us. It wasn't always fire trade Avalon Gangsta Crip. We the ones who started that. We started fire trade Avalon Gangsta Crip. Tick really right over there on the ground. This really come along in '77, not fire trades. But fire trade Avalon Gangsta Crip come along like that in '77. We just went on and connected it all together. Because fire trades was fire trade boys. Fire trades wild and crazy. We'd kill your babies. That was them. We was fire trades. I stayed on 53rd. We was fire trades, but we really connected the fire trade Avalon Gangsta Crip thing together in '77. That was our crew. That was a third generation crew that did that. And the only reason why we don't call ourselves the second generation dude, even though it was through of them, but they was the second generation guys. And Physical was one of them guys. Physical was really a second generation guy. Bebop was a second generation guy, so we don't step on their toes with that. We could have been second generation guys, but we didn't take that from them. We just said we third generation guys, but we was there shortly after the turf started. you know what I'm saying, some years later, but we was there.
Who was that guy that had that impression when you woke up or you came in the park? You saw that guy, that one that had that impression on you. Just like, man, I like this Crip.
Shit, it was plentiful around here. It was a lot of one. I tell you, I told this story before, and we had a homeboy. He resting now. That motherfucker, man. Me and the homie Jimbo resting too, man. But you know, me and Jimbo, we running together back then in the 70s, and Jimbo getting into it with the homie, and I'm with Jimbo. You know how it go. We stomping together, and shit, man. Him and Jimbo arguing, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about, but I fired on the homie. Motherfucking G homie, I fired on him. This nigga went to chasing me around the car. He chasing Jimbo around the motherfucking car, and the nigga stopped all of a sudden. And that nigga say, look here, man. Jimmy, nigga, I'ma kill you. And I'ma kill this nigga right here, pointed at me, you know, and I'm young, nigga. I'm like, what in the fuck this nigga done got me into? But that nigga there had me on my motherfucking board. Nigga, I ain't come out the motherfucking yard for about 3 motherfucking weeks, man. See, niggas don't tell this type of shit. Like, you know.
Who was he, boy?
Ray Dub. That motherfucker arms was big as this motherfucking pole, man. The big homie Ray Dub, man. And but look, I run into him again, you know, but the homie has straightened it up for me, dog. The Jimbo brother has straightened it up, Marty Fly. He straightened it up, and I was like, man, whatever the fuck you told him, man, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But we on some jacking shit one night in the 70s, and we go out to his house. I don't even know we going over his house. And me and the homie little fella together, we both got a little 38 on us. He got a 38, I got one. And we going out on some little jacking shit. The homie take us over this nigga house. And we walk off in this motherfucker, man. That nigga came out that motherfucking room. I said, man, we got to shoot this nigga, man. We got to shoot this nigga, man.
So, Ray, would be fair to say Ray Dub wasn't to be played with.
Man, that motherfucker, I seen, man, that motherfucker hit a dude. He was dead before he hit the ground. And that's all I was on my motherfucking porch thinking about. That nigga put them motherfucking paws on me like that. It's a wrap. So, when he seen me, though, the homie didn't already straighten it up, though. And, man, he came over to me, man. I was clutching like a motherfucker, too. I was like, God damn, I'm going to have to down this nigga. And that nigga looked at me and said, nigga, I like your style. That's where I get that from. When I say that, I got that from him. That nigga said, nigga, I like your style.
So that's it.
And he was good with me ever since. But that was one nigga I was petrified of.
Ray Dub.
Ray Dub, man. I was petrified of the big homie.
He rest in peace, right?
He rested, man. That turned out to be my guy, though, man. That motherfucker loved me, man.
Cali finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products to the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga Wall won't give a pro